Alright everybody, welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. Now, playoffs are back, the first game is over, and it was a Suns win. And I'm happy about that, but I gotta be honest, I didn't love every single aspect of this game. Now yes, I am spoiled and I want every game to be a win by 30. And when it's not that, some alarms are raised, especially when it is the 8th seed, really the 10th seed. A lot of great things, let's talk about the good first, okay? The defense in the first half, especially that first quarter, was amazing. I think the Pelicans had 34 at the half. It's great defense. He kept him to 22%. CJ was struggling. Ingram wasn't terrible. He was kind of solid throughout the whole game. He wasn't like CJ, who was just terrible in one half and great in the second. So that was cool. You know, the ball movement was good. DA looked great. Playoff DA is definitely here. A lot of you guys were complaining about DA's rebounding. I actually don't think those rebounds were his fault. It's because he was committing to the block, so that's up to Crowder to box out, and the man was not boxing out. Really, that's a whole team effort. So that's kind of on the team, and that's been an emphasis for this team, for a lot of teams. Like when they would play against the Raptors, they would get killed on the glass. And this Pelicans team is similar. They have a lot of tall ass 6'8" people on their team, so you need to rebound as a team for sure. The thing that pissed me off is like Pelicans went small in the third, and that's when they really got killed on the glass. I mean, you're gonna let Larry Nance ball out? That's what we're doing. This man has not played basketball in 13 years, and you're gonna let him do some shit? That annoyed me, but I really think it was just the Suns got a lead, not even playing that great offensively, and they really took their foot off the gas in the third, and it showed. And the biggest thing is Cameron Payne. Let's talk about it. It's been bad. Apparently he's coming back off of a knee injury, and it showed. The guy was not trying to do anything offensively. He took like a couple jump shots. I think he took 6 shots in total, but his minutes on the floor were ugly. He was not really trying to drive. The defense was like, I didn't notice anything terrible defensively, but offensively he was almost Elfrid Payton level bad. The only difference is at least people know that Cameron Payne can shoot, so they don't guard him like he's Ben Simmons. But yeah, it was bad. So hopefully either his knee will be better by Tuesday, or we can finally get some Aaron Holiday minutes, because if this man Monty Williams puts Elfrid Payton into the game, I will fly to Arizona and protest myself, because this is getting ridiculous. I don't understand why he refuses to play Aaron. He should have played him last night. Aaron isn't necessarily a dude who's going to get you 15 assists, but he can at least score. And if he's paired with Devin can pass. He's not a point guard, but he's capable of being one when he needs to be. So maybe that's just what it needs to be. Aaron can play more of like a 2 guard, or you could play Shamet, even though I know he's coming off of an injury too. I don't love the Booker-Shamet matchup, but it's definitely better than what we saw yesterday, because Cameron Payne just not doing shit is not gonna cut it. So that's really my only gripe, is the bench. Cam Johnson was solid. JaVale McGee, we know what we're gonna get from him. But any of the backup guards, whoever they are, Aaron, Cam Payne, Shamet, we need to see what we're gonna get from them, because this can work against the Pelicans. Chris Paul can ball out, and obviously I'm gonna talk about it in the fourth, but when you're playing against the Warriors or possibly the Grizzlies, may not work. Even though, will the Grizzlies even make it out of the first? The Timberwolves look pretty solid. I mean, Edwards is a problem. This dude is a fucking freak. In Towns, we know what he can do. D'Lo, we'll see. I don't know. I just feel like the dude doesn't try most of the time. He just looks like he's not giving any effort. But this is not about you. You'll probably get bounced in the first, let's be real. Let's talk about Chris Paul, because, call me crazy, playoff Chris Paul, when he's healthy, is a top 3 player in the league. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This man has the ability to take over a game. He is 45 years old, and he is 5'9", because you know the NBA gives you inches. So I don't know how he can do it. Even when he gave DA that dime and DA fucking fumbled it, obviously, because he's still DA. Even though he's playoff DA, he's still DA, and he still cannot catch a basketball to save his life. He just gets it, like Chris Paul, okay, turn it over, let's just get a steal the very next play. He does that consistently. Like, how many times did we see Brandon Ingram or somebody driving in and Chris Paul just hits it off their leg out of bounds? I feel like he did that like 14 times in the first quarter. And he's driving in now. Like, playoff Chris Paul is a very different player. Very different player. This dude couldn't hit a 3 all season. He shot 67% from 3 today. Or yesterday. So, I mean, the dude scored, what, 17 points in a row in the fourth. He didn't miss in the fourth quarter at all. He had a 30-point triple-double, basically. He was 3 boards away from a triple-double with 10 assists. I think he had like 2 turnovers. And he shot 75% from the field and 67% from 3. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But the thing that makes my stomach hurt just a little bit is that Chris Paul did all that and you only win by 10 at home against the 10 seed. But this is what I will say. Suns haven't played meaningful basketball in like 3 months. I don't know when the last Warriors game was, but that was probably the last time they actually tried. And they did get the win, and we love that. So, obviously they had to shake the rust off. Maybe they got a little complacent in the third. I mean, I'm sure it's hard to really go for it when you're up by 20 at the half. I've never been in the NBA, but I would just assume that's not the easiest thing to do. And apparently the Pelicans are a top second half scoring team, so, they don't want to go out like they're a bitch. So they tried, and, I give them credit for that. You still lost, though. And another reason not to freak out is it's not like the Pelicans got the lead. They got it within 6, which I don't love when you're up by 20, but, still lost. So, and we know the issue is Cameron Payne. It's like as soon as Chris Paul comes back, I know he balled out, but I think the starters were good. I'll say they played well as a unit because guys like Crowder gave you nothing offensively. He had 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Torrey Craig gave you nothing. Mikal was below average. So, starters could have played well, but when those 5 guys, when the starting unit was on the floor, they fucked the Pelicans up. So I'm not worried about this series at all. We're already looking ahead. Disrespect meant. Good for you. You made the playoffs without Zion. I guess that means something to, not me, but somebody, I'm sure. But you're not real. You're in the way. For now, we're already looking on, and not to the second round, but the third round. And that's because I'm spoiled. And I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying it's where I'm at. So yeah, that's another saving grace. And you guys already know I'm all over the place. Get with it. It's what this show is. So this is what Crazy Kamal is. This is what's in Crazy Kamal's head right now. Chris Paul played great. Cam Johnson played good. I think he was like 6 for 7 or something like that. He only shot 2 twos though. And DA did something that he can do. He only had 9 boards, so you got to clean up the glass a little bit. I think that's a team thing. But he was 10 of 15. That's not crazy for DA. That's pretty average. So you had 2 players play above average field goal. 1 played average. And everybody else was below. Devin shot in the 40s. Mikal was in the 40s. Crowder was 0 for 4. Craig didn't score. And you win by 10. So that's solid. But Brandon Ingram could play better. McCollum could play better. Their center could play better offensively. I know he went crazy with the rebounds with 25, but he had a really inefficient night offensively. He went 7 for 21, 33% from the field as a center. Not good. So that's not something that we can think is going to be consistent, but the Suns played really good defensively, and DA did have a lot to do with Valanciunas being ass. So, I don't love this game, but I understand the circumstances, and I'm trying not to be an emotional fan, but it's who I am. It's my bread and butter. So let's get into the stats and really look at how everybody did. So Mikal, 4 of 9, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 11 points, and he was +4. That's another thing. Everybody was horrible on the boards. Everybody except for Chris Paul was 7. Like, you need to play better with the rebounding. It was fucking terrible. Crowder was 0 of 4 from the field, like I said, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound. Crowder's a good rebounder. Got to do better than that. 1 assist. At least he had a block, so that's cool. And 1 point, but he was +11. Now, the plus or minus shit, I don't know. That may have more to do with you playing with Chris Paul than anything. So I don't know about the plus for you, because we need you to make some shots, but I mean, if Crowder played like this the entire series, you still shouldn't lose, you know what I mean? So I'm not really tripping because he was good defensively. DA, 34 minutes, about average for him. 10 of 15, 67% from the field. He made a 3. Only shot 1. That's 100% last time I checked. He had 21 points and 9 boards. Now, I think he should be averaging like, I don't know how many points. I don't really give a shit. But like 15 rebounds, I think DA can do throughout the playoffs. I know he can do throughout the playoffs. But the man had 4 blocks. So when he's going to be chasing those guards on the switches and he's going to block that shit, you need somebody to box out the center. Jay Crowder, I'm talking to you. Devin Booker played 40 minutes because Cameron Payne, yeah, you were horrible. That's why Devin had to play so many damn minutes. 8 of 19 from the field. Like, he only shot 42%. He shot 50% from 3, which he's been doing a lot recently, so nothing crazy here. 25 points, 8 assists, 4 boards, 1 turnover. It's like, it's not a bad game, but I know he can do better, and he probably will do better the next game. Now, Chris Paul, we're going to save you for last. Hopefully I do not forget this time, because I do be doing that. Cameron Payne, 1 of 6. Goddamn, like 17, and I'm rounding up percent from the field. 0 of 3 from 3. 2 points. 1 turnover. 1 rebound. 0 assists. Like, that's about as bad as it can get. This dude was not trying to go downhill at all. Like, Cameron Payne's a dude that pushes it. He was being super passive. I saw him give up open lanes, give up open jump shots. Like, there was a point where somebody passed it to him. I think it was Chris Paul or Devin. I don't remember who. And he passed it, like, Cameron Payne had an open lane, like clear lane to the basket. And he just passed it right back to Devin or Chris, who was double teamed at the time. And I'm like, what the fuck? And when I saw that, I was like, you got to take him out the game. And they did, but they didn't put Aaron Holiday in. Give the man some minutes. What did you trade for him for? What was the point? I know it was like a bag of Doritos or whatever the fuck you traded for him, but like, damn, like, use him. He's clearly talented. But whatever. Cam Johnson, 5 of 6 from the field, 83%. It's crazy. 50% from 3. He only shot 2 though. Made 1. You're welcome. I did that math for you. He had 13 points. Again, only 1 rebound. Solid. I think he could play better, especially as far as shooting goes. But 83% from the field, it's hard to complain about that. But it'd be nice to see him to, you know, get 10 shots up. You know, he could be a little bit more aggressive offensively, especially when the bench is clearly struggling. JaVale McGee only took 2 shots, made both of them hoes. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds. At least somebody's getting some boards. 1 block, 1 turnover, 7 points. He had a lot of energy coming off the bench, and we love that. He's clearly locked in. He ain't got 3 rings for no reason, you know, so I'm excited to see JaVale ball out in the playoffs. He's going to be big in that Warrior series, I think, if they make it out, which they probably will, let's be real. Torrey Craig only took 1 shot, and he bricked it, and he had 2 steals, so that's cool, 1 assist, and 0 rebounds. What happened to Torrey Craig's rebounds? Who do I need to call to look for them? They've been missing, clearly. That we need to put a fucking APB, is that what it's called? Out and find them. It's been not great. Let's go over the Pelicans numbers, because why not, right? Brandon Ingram, 6 of 7. Like, he shot 35% from the field, right? Jackson Hayes only took 2 shots. He can do a lot better than that. Valanciunas, 7 for 21. Damn. Herbert, which is a hilarious name. Jones, 2 of 8 from the field. Ass. CJ McCollum, 9 of 25. Ass. The only player that played good was Larry Nance Jr., 5 of 8. And he was shooting 3s and shit. 50%. Hella annoying. He only had 6 boards. I felt like he had 56. But the thing was the rebounding. Let's see how big the difference was. How many rebounds? It was, what, 55 to 35. God damn. Yeah, that's the game. So as long as they, I mean, look, I know the Pelicans are a bigger team, but they're not that much bigger. They shouldn't be out rebounding you by 20. So add that to the list of things the Suns can change. So that actually makes me feel better about this game. I didn't know it was that bad. Damn. I knew they gave up a lot of boards, but like, that's an easier fix than shoot, really, than anything, because it's not a real issue. It's not like last year where You have Dario Saric, who can't jump over a fucking piece of paper, playing the backup five. You have guys like McGee. You have size now, so the rebounding shouldn't be the way that it was. To me, that's just an effort thing. People weren't boxing out, and especially in that third quarter, the Pelicans just outworked you. So it should, like I said, it should be an easy fix. Devontae Graham, 0 of 2 from the field. That's not something you can count on. Trey Murphy, 2 of 4. Marshall, I don't even know how to fucking say your first name, 3 of 4 from the field. Alvarado, 1 of 4. So, I expect guys to play better, especially on the road. I'm thinking we're gonna get big games from Ingram and McCollum eventually. I mean, damn, CJ played 43 minutes, shit, and you still took the L. That's brutal. But we'll see. They could shoot 30% for the rest of the series, for all I know. That's the thing about the playoffs. You kind of know what's gonna happen, but also you have no idea what's gonna happen. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you thought of the game. What should we do, or what should they do? We won't be doing a damn thing. What should they do about these pain minutes? Because they were painful. See what I did there? But yeah. Suns, this should be a sweep. You guys already know, I'm just insane. A lot of emotions are riding on this for all of us, and we need to see a championship this year, or I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm overanalyzing everything, and that's really what this entire channel is. So you guys already know the deal. If you want to see me go over the entire game with the highlights and all that, we tried to do it. I mean, I guess I technically did do it a little bit on stream yesterday, but I didn't really go over all the plays. That's what I do in the members section, so go check that out if you want to. And that's it. I appreciate everybody for sticking through all this time, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.